What's up, Sean? How are you doing? I don't even have music playing. What's up with that? Oh, that's in my ear. That's not gonna work. I hope everybody's having a great night tonight. It's going, Bill Boy. How's it going, Allie? Yes, blue is in the right place. Pink is in the wrong place. Cyan. And the pink is in the right place. That's correct. So the A here and an S here. Calls. CALLS. Nice try. ACKS. Backs or wax or hacks. So ACH. That's probably a CK. Sax. Let's try sax. So we got wax or backs or even yaks. Which one you want to go with? Backs. Jacks. Didn't even think of that one. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. J words they're so few. It's not even registering in the brain. What's your favorite starting word? Irony? So the R is in this position. Cream. Is the music and the microphone mix, does that sound right? I was asking if the music and the microphone mix, if that sounds right, or if the music's too loud or the microphone's too soft. Okay, great. Thank you. I don't know why TikTok doesn't have a testing for the oh no. Alright, I'll be quiet. I don't know why TikTok doesn't have a testing for people who are going live just to see what it sounds like on their end. Or maybe I'm just overlooking it. Toddlers fighting sleep is hard. That's tough. We have 3. All of mine are in their teens now. Thinking the M goes here. I guess. Frame. There we go. There we go. What word do you like? Thanks for sharing the live. Apple. All right, got those locked in. So the A and the E will go there. KG. There's no K. We can do an ED word. We also have the S, SAVED. S will go either at the end or in the middle. I think the S is going to go at the end. Faxes. Hazes. Dang Z words. I wasn't even looking at the Z or the X. A-U-R-E-I. A-U-R-E-I. So I'm finding some words that should probably be in there, but are missing. Got the D and the E. Does it go on Texas native? Deter, D-E-T-E-R. Oops, that should be a D. D. Dryer, D-R-Y-E-R. Nice. 70 points for a 4. It's pretty good. Pretty good. We can start with diver. D-I-V-E-R. Nothing. Q-A-S-I. Quasi. Picked up an S. Torso. That's a crazy word. All right, there's 2 O's. It's probably going to be a O-O-S-T. Boost. Nice. Streak of 2. Keep it going. Image. So those 2 letters are not in the correct position. How's it going, Kylie? Or Kyle? I say Kylie. Benefit. B-E-N. Befit. Feel. How's it going, Kyle? Cormier? Is it Cormier or Cormier? Cormier? Piney. P-I-N-E-Y. The N won't go at the end. Did we use a C already? Nicer. Nice job, Kyle. Good job. Yeah, no, it's okay. I specifically changed the colors not just to not just separate myself from Wordle, but one of the reasons was for colorblind people. I have some people in what? Fruit? I don't think that's how you spell fruit. I have some people who are colorblind who don't play games like Wordle because they have difficulty with the color. F-R-U-I-T. So green means that it's in the position, or cyan means it's in the position, and R means that it's in the wrong position. No problem. Choir. Who got that one? Sonic? There you go. Thanks for the follow, Cormier. How are you doing, love, Mika? Little UV, Mika? Do fight to place the Y or place the I. Alright, so an I, an A, and a T. The I goes in this position. Vital. That was a good guess. Probably gonna end up starting with a T. Tiara. Way to go, Sonic. Streak of 5. We got that one. Sonic Bijou. B-I-J-O-U. I've had too many words that start with a B come up lately. So on this library, I used Scrabble rules. So there's no names or proper places. It does have plurals, so it can end in a S. Yeah, I left all the ED words. Buggy. B-U-G-G-Y. Bogus. This word is bogus, what it is. You wouldn't go there. Try bound. There was no O. Brush. B-R-U-S-H. Dang. Bluff. Safe. Streak continues. Streak of 6. So I separated these words by difficulty. So if y'all want to play harder difficulties, or if you want to throw them in, just let me know. Got an S and an A. Doesn't start with an S. Askew. That's crazy. It does have an S. S-K-E-W. Askew. And try Camp. C-A-M-P-S. Jeez. So we know it ends in an S. The A has to go here. The S would not be in the second position. It would not start with an A. We did that in the second word. Or a B. Miss Capico Blanca, welcome. Ghostwriter, welcome. Who's got a good filler word? Take out some of these other consonants. Try drift. No R. All right, so there's an O. C-O-L-A-S. Is that the only one? What's up, Maddie? There is no C, you're right, there is no C. There is no I. So the O has to go here, the A has to go here, the S has to go here. So we've got a G in one of these two places. Is Goya's a word? Or logos? This should be on the easy word list. Yogas? Why is that not coming up on this side? Yogas or sofas? No, there's no F. It's not sofas. There's no C for colas. We put the C up here. You're right, no S at the start. Thanks for the heartbeat, Cormier. You guys don't have to do that. Let's try yogas, see what happens. Yogas. Who said yogas? Who was that? Maddie. Maddie got it with yogas. My half of my TikTok chat thing froze up, so you are the goat. All right, Maddie, what's your starting word? Power. Picked up a W. Whirl. Nice. So WHI. I know there's no R. You're right, there was no R. Whips. There's no P. Which. Good try. With. With. Is it with for the win? There is no E for white. I'll try with. With for the win. Maddie with her. Oh, Cormier. Cormier with the second. Or with the win. With the win. Good job, Cormier. Cormier, what's your starting word? Adore. A-D-O-R-E. Gamut. G-A-M-U-T. Claps. C-L-A-P-S. All right, so we got the C and the A. Where does the L go? Chalk. It's Tie Girl. Tie Girl for the win. I still keep wanting to do Itsy Girl. I know it's not Itsy Girl. All right, Tie Girl. What's your starting word? What's going on, Thomas? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right, Amber. I apologize. I'm not dyslexic or nothing, but I do need new glasses. Peach. You said peace, and I wrote peach. I don't know what's going on. I think it's a little late. We'll get better. Forward progress. It's what we do. Squid. Alright, so we found the eye, but it doesn't go in this position. You know what? It was a lot of help because we removed 5 letters from the tray. Igloo. It doesn't start with an I, and the L does not go in the middle position. Welcome, Courtney. Welcome, Jaren, Joanne, Andy, Livid. Every time I want it to be livid, it's not livid. Every time. You're right. There was no D. I'm not paying attention. That's what's happening here. It's on me. I'm not paying attention. Slimy. So the I is going to be in the second spot. And we got to have a V. What's going on, Project Pat? Sarah B. Gives. G-I. Or you're putting that V in the middle position. And there's not going to be any E. I is the only vowel that's remaining on the board. And there's only one I, so there's not 2 I's either. This is going to be a hard word. A, E, I, O, and U have been used up. What's going on, B's and C's? What word is this? Has a V in it and there are only one vowel. Maybe it ends in a Y. I know it's not lively, but vinyl? That's a great guess. V-I-N-Y-L. Have we tried an N? No, all those letters are good. Vinyl. Cormier. Good job. That was a tough one. All right, Cormier, what's your starting word? Tiarna, welcome in. I pick. If I pick, it's going to be a do. I keep saying I need to change it because all my videos have a do on them. I like to get all my vowels out of the way. Yours and mine both, Amber. So we got to start with an A. The E would go in the second to last position, but we can knock out some of the other letters. How's it going, Mandy? So the A goes here and the E goes here. Guitars and barbecue. That's a perfect combination. Alley, A-L-L-E-Y. Great guess. Kim. It was a great guess. We didn't get anything out of it, but Allie did not come up in my head. Acted. That is also a great guess. But there is no D. And I don't think actor is a word with an ER. Annex. What's with Cormier in these double letters? What about after? How about your name, Amber? A-M-B-E-R. Yeah. A-M-B-E-R. Sorry. Took me to figure out what you're talking about. That was close. So we have after. We did already use an M. See, I'm not paying attention. And it's because I'm not paying attention that we are not doing well. After or anger, A-N. There's no N. We've already used the N. How are you doing tonight, Mandy? So we got after. Is there anything else? How's it going, Brittany? Let's go for after. Let's see what happens. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right, Mandy, what's your starting word? What's your favorite starting word? What do you like to use? Tough? Go for tough. That's tough. Let's go on, Tessa. All right, so we found an H, but it does not go in that position. Shake. Cormier. Dang. S-H-A. What are we missing? Shape, share, shale, shame, for shame, for shame. It's not shame. Try share. Not share. There's no way it's touch. Shape. Shape or shade? Shade's a good one. It's gotta be shade. Is there anything else? Shade or shave? Which is it? Shade or shave? I'm seeing a lot of shades. I don't think shafe is a word, is it? Shade or shave or shale. I have a whole bunch of shades. All right, I'm gonna send it with shade. How else would you spell shade? It was shave. That sucks. Lost the streak. I made a judgment call. That's on me. That's not on you guys. You guys had it. You're right. You had it. I made a judgment call. Shafe. I don't know that I've ever heard of a word called like shafe. Shafe. Maybe I'm just saying it wrong. Alright, who is the first one to say shave? Mandy, I think you were the first one to say shave. What's your word? Captain Crunch is a great cereal. But you know, I realize that the older I get, the aftertaste of the Captain Crunch does not sit well in my mouth. You're right, you did sit in DMV and it didn't click in my head until just now what you were trying to do. I was wondering what you were talking about and why you were trying to get your license. Water. Of course I do fillers. I gotta do fillers. I'm just not good at this. I'm new to the live. I'm new to all of it, so if you want to do a filler, just tell me. Bread. There is no A. What's up, vibes with me? My drinking partner decided to go to bed early, so I wasn't tired yet. Reply. All of this pink, none of it goes anywhere. So all these letters are there, but they're all in the wrong position. Fries, F-R-I, the E is in the wrong spot. What else do we got? The E would be in the wrong spot on flies as well. Not amber. Did I miss something? How's it going, Faith Sparks? We'll try flies and get some letters knocked out the way. Libre. Let's see. L-I-B-R-E. Well, I think Libre, I'm curious to know if it's a word. We'll try it on the next one. That'll be our starting word. So the R has to go in one of these two positions. Just saying Libre would tell us where it goes. Not unless you have a better filler word. How's it going, Captain Lou? You think it starts with an L, maybe? maybe I'm lagging. How's it going, Sai? I'm gonna try Chore, C-H-O-R-E. So it starts with a C. Am I missing words? Is there something going on, Clerk? Clerk for the win. Elizabeth, how are you? I'm not sure what doesn't make sense. Elizabeth, what's your word? Oh, I said that we were going to start with Libre, see if that's a word. Libre is a word. You're right, Chore didn't have the L, but I was looking for letters. Bland, B-L-A. Why never mind on bland? Oh, I got you. So the B goes here, the L goes somewhere else. There's no A. Bolts, B-O-L-T-S. B, the L, and the S. You think maybe Bulls, Cormier? B-U-L-L-S. Bulls, Cormier for the win. Alright, streak of 2. We can get more than that, that's for sure. Plurals do solve for this version, yes. So I tried to stick with the Scrabble rules. Everything goes except for proper nouns and places and names. Satire, S-A-T. I don't know if this is in there. We'll see. If it's not, I'm gonna write it down. It is in there. Nice. Lanes, L-A-N-E-S. Sick. L-A something E-S. What's the middle letter? Lakes. Elizabeth. Great job. Score 97. All right, Elizabeth, what's your word? Thanks for the follow, Elizabeth. I hope you guys are having a great night tonight. I know it's late. Pass to Cormier. Cormier. Timed ones. I know you want to do the timed ones. All right, let's do one more of these and then we'll go back to the timed ones. Cormier, you have been passed the wand. What is your favorite starting word? And power. Got the O. Got the O on power. Toast. Still just the O. Richard, how's it going? Holly. What's up with using these double letters? We're gonna run out of room soon. So we got the O, and there's a H. Cough is a great word. Just want to check. Can you guys hear me okay? Is the music too loud? Am I too loud? C-O-U-C-H. Am I too quiet? Great job. All right. So here's how the timed games work. All right, appreciate it. Okay, so Vibes, I know we've been playing the rapid word. So rapid word game mode is it's a time game. See how fast you can do it. The race the clock game is to see how long you can last. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Do you want to do the race the clock, or do you want to do the timed game to see who can get the fastest, or to see if we can continually beat our scores? The race the clock mode, every letter that we get correct adds time to the game, and so the longer we get the right answers, the longer the game goes on. What's up, Joe? How are you doing, Joe? So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Race the clock or rapid word. Vibes currently has the high score on rapid word. Try race the clock. All right, we haven't done this one yet. I got one for race the clock. We got 5 people in the room. All right, race the clock. Okay, so it starts with 3 minutes, and then the timer starts to count down. Every letter that we get correct, it adds time. Whatever the score value is, it adds time back to the clock. And so the longer the more correct answers we get, the longer our clock goes. And it doesn't matter if we solve the puzzle, it'll continue going on as long as we have time. So the timer will start whenever I hit the first answer. So Blaze will be our first word. All right, so we got one letter. This is our time clock up here. I don't know if you can see it. Faith. We found the I, so the I is going to give us more points. The A doesn't give us points because we already found the A. So we got plenty of time. Grain, G-R. You want to put an A there? A miss. All right, so we did get credit for the A because now it's found in the right position. Amigo, way to go. All right, we're sitting at 2.5 minutes. What's the word? It doesn't matter what the starting word is. We just keep going. Trick. All right. I think maybe it starts with a ST. Steam. What do you mean the guesses are delayed? STYLE. So we're at 214. We'll do stone. Got an O. We saw 5 puzzles. We're sitting at 222. With 145 points. Folds, FOLDS. So the O will go there. Comic. Comic is a great word. All right, we got the C. We're sitting at 2 minutes now. Cobra. Picked up an R. So the earlier we find the letters, the higher the value they get. What's going on, August? C-O... Corey? We'll try Corky. Corky for the win. Way to go. Alright, we're up to 1.5 minutes. Let's see if Corey is a word. Corey is not a word. Did you make that up? Thanks for the follow, August. Spawn. S-P-A-W-N. If I could spell S-P-A-W-N. Oh, that was the points for the puzzle. Scare. There's no S. No A. You're right, no names. D-D-D-E-I-T-Y. Alright, picked up a couple. We're under a minute now. Under a minute. So we have 8 points for this puzzle. That's what that is. 8 points for this puzzle and 199 points total. If we fail a puzzle, you just don't get any points. So we're at 39 seconds. Modem. Found the D. Brought us back up to 30 seconds. See if we can pick up any letters. Found the U. We're at 17 seconds. So we have a U and a D. Judge. J-U-D-G-E. Dude. Budge. Fudge. I should have waited. You're right, Joe. I should have waited. That's on me. And that's going to be the end of this round. So we got 199 points. We finished 3 words. We lasted 6 minutes and 3 seconds. 6 minutes is a long time. So I'm actually working right now to add best time for this session, or best time for today, and a lifetime best. So that way you can be able to track that. Try it again. 3 minutes on the clock. Joe with the stock. All right, Cormier, thanks for stopping in. Thank you. Wheat. All we got's an O. A-U-D-I-O. Still, all we got's an O. That's crazy. I don't think I've gone 4 without anything except for one letter. How's it going, Marcus? We're sitting at 219. So unless Bobby is another word, so it's not just a name. So on this mode, it doesn't matter if we fail or if we win it. It's just to get as many letters as we can so we can keep the clock going. Poppy, P-O-P-P-Y. Mommy. Yeah, wouldn't have gone there. Would not have gone there. How's it going, City? Jiro, welcome back, man. I didn't even see that was you. Float. Thanks for the follow. Break. B-R-E-A-K. Dude, that was a big one. That was a big one. That put us back at 215. We'll start with wheat. How's it going, Jordan? Chewy, C-H-E-W-Y. Whole. All right, so that doesn't start with a W, and the W is not on the second to last one. It's not going to be power. D-O-W-E. So the E has to be the last one. Popeye's Cinnamon Toast Crunch is phenomenal. It's one of my top favorites. S-W-O-R-E. Swore. Nice. Where does that put us? All right, that put us back over 2 minutes. Back over 2 minutes remaining. Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs are not bad. I like the Cocoa Pebbles. Retro. Got the O. Retro Bingo. Wow. Got an I. Got an O. The N goes somewhere else. Fruity Pebbles is also a really good one, but I can't have that too much because of the aftertaste. The aftertaste gets stuck in my mouth. Piano. P-I-A-N-O. You got ball knowledge. Captain Crunch does bring back some memories. Oh, I didn't even realize we won that one. I was not paying attention. Way to go on piano, Joe the man. Trust you about what? So there's not going to be any D or O. See if we can get the I out of there. Oh, trust. All right, all right. We'll throw trust in a minute. What do we got left? We got table. Is table the only one? Joe, you are on fire tonight, man. Where were you earlier when we needed you? Knock out those 20-second 20-second times. Try Sable. I can't do grape nuts. I'm not old enough for grape nuts. Rated, R-A-D-E-D. Not in there. The word early is one of my favorite things to sign in sign language. F-A-D-E-D. Very close. What do we got? F-A... Famed? Phased? Oh, not phased. F-A-V-E-D. Let's see. Oh, not in the word list. It's an abbreviation. Alright, famed it is. Faxed. No content had it. Faxed, not content. Ah, man. Alright, we're at 45 seconds. Let's see if we can win some high ones. Got the R-E-A. Float. Alright, so we got a L, E, A, and R. That was big. Realm. Alright, so we're back up to a minute. Back up to a minute. Really is not in the word list. Is it 2 L's? Really? Nice. Picked up a couple of them. Got a S, L, and an A. Salon, S-A-L-O-N. Does not start with an S. L-E-A-S-T. Nice, that's gonna get us back up over a minute. We're at a minute 15. Shall. Thanks for the follow, no, not content. Nothing on shall. Spoon. Picked up an O. Where's the P go? It's running down my leg. See if we can get some letters. Nothing. What is going on, Jordan? Snow. There's no E on snow. Let's try proud. P-R-O-U-D. Ah, there was no D, but we picked up quite a bit. So it's R-O-U-P. What's that first one? Troop? Is that the only one? Group? Group. Group it was. Good call. Good call. Alright. What's the next word? Plots. P-L-O-T-S. We're sitting at 516 points. I think that's a lot higher than we did earlier. Apple Jacks is awesome too. I like the sugary cereals, but the older I get, I'm trying not to eat them because they're not good for me, and I know that. But I have kids in the house and we keep buying them. PLA, it does not end in a E. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is fantastic. Plank, there's no N. Let's try Plaza. Plaza, big win. See if that pushes it back over. All right, so we're at 55 seconds. Let's do plank. Got an L. See if we can get some extra letters. All right, so we got an L, an S, and a C. Raisin Bran. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, I really had a hard time for a long time with raisins. Close, C-L-O. So there's not going to be an O, but we'll do it anyway. So it's a C-L something. Clues. Joe the man puts us back up to a minute. We are keeping our time. There's no O. There's no E. There's no S. That one's too many. LAC. What do you mean LAC? There's two H's. There's two H's. CH. H has to be at the beginning. We got Hutch. Hutch, Hitch, or Hatch? Do Hatch. I better watch the time. Hutch. All right, we got 20 seconds back on the clock. Let's see if we can get this one in one. Get a bunch of big letters. All right, puts us over 30 seconds. Clear. What is that word? I want to know if that works. It's not in the word list. I'm going to write that one down later. Radar. So there are two R's. Two R's. No A, or there's only one A, no E. Fryer. Fryer, big win. Pin up, Coop. How are you? That puts us back over 30 seconds. Throw in Briar. Ooh, big win. B-R. I'm glad you're doing good. B-R-A-O-A-D. Broad. That is it. That's going to put us back up over a minute for sure. Who is that? Broad. Angry face. That's all I can see. Angry face. I hope you're not angry tonight. Oasis. O-A-S-I-S. All right. Picked up an A. There's an O in there somewhere. Joe the man, you're stuck on stock, aren't you? Radar. Major. All right, we found where the O goes. 45 seconds. Havoc. H-A-V-O-C. All right, so the C is in the word. Unidentified weirdo. Bacon, B-A-C-O-N. Bacon, big win. I guess not big win, but it definitely helps. Puts us back up to a minute. Talon. T-A. T-A words. Joe, don't you tell me stock. T-A-P-E-R. Sure. I'll start with a do next time. That one's my favorite. Taste. Tamed. T-A-M-E-D. T-A. Taser. T-A-S. There's no R. Could be tases. Takes. T-A-K-E-S. Takes. Takes. Who called that one? Joe the man with takes. All right, we're at 34 seconds. Adieu. I told you we'd start with adieu. A-D-I-E-U. All right, we picked up the A and the E. Angle. A-N-G-L-E. Angel. Yeah. All right, found the N. We won't get credit for the ones that we already found. A-L-L-E-Y. Alley. We're at 13 seconds. Aspen. A-S-P-E-N. Aspen. Nice. That's going to at least put us back up to 50 seconds. Oh, 39 seconds. We are doing great. I'm sure this one is going to be the This one's going to be the runner for a long time. Oops. Learn how to type, man. Yes. S-L-U-M-P. Slump. Hopefully that puts us back up to a minute. Another SL word. Another SL word. See if I missed any of them. Slush. Slope. S-L-O-P-E. Slime. Slime in the ice machine. S-L-I-M-Y. Slimy. Back up to a minute 15. Slide. I should have done stock for Joe. Alright, D goes here. Words, W-O-R-D-S. Very nice, very nice. D-S. We can, well, there's no R. Hoods, H-O-O-D-S. Goods. What are we missing? Moods, foods, F-O-O-D-S. Foods. That'll put us back up to 50. Oh, a minute 5. Float. M-A-I-O-U. I think I tried that one a minute ago. That one's not in our words list. I gotta write that one down. I don't even know what that word means. Cough. C-O-U-G-H. All right. O-D-E-O. Who's from Texas? Good call, Mr. Angry Face. Puts us back up to a minute. Earth. Is Serio a word? P-L-A-N-E. Alright, got the A. How's it going, Yana? Snack? Very nice, very nice. N-A-C-K. What goes in the front? Knack. Knick, knack, patty, whack, give a dog a bone. Put us back up over the minute. Thanks for the follow, Pinup. Float. All right, so we got the E here. Could end in an R. Rodeo again. No way. No way. No way. That's gonna get clipped. Oh man. That's funny. Alright, I don't know what I just did. I clipped it, but I'm new to this. We'll see. Tired. Who called that? Angry Face again. Frosted Flakes is my all-time favorite. We are still at a minute. I don't think I've ever lasted this long in this game. And I'm the one that made it. Welcome back, Not Content. Saint. S-A-I-N-T. How about Gains? Gains? Vibe with Gains. Put some gains back on that timer. Pains. Got an S. Alright. Just to satisfy Joe. O ends in an S. It either starts with a T or ends in a T. So this game does have plurals. Tools. You're a tool. T-O-O. T-O-O. Toots. Toot sweet. Toot sweet. How many of you know where that's from? Good call, Not Content. We'll start with Tombs. Got the S somewhere. Picked up an A and an E and an R. There's an S. What the heck is going on with TikTok? S-U-P-E-R. That's not what I want to do. S-C-S-H-A-R-E. Share. Scare. Scare. Angry Face for the scare. Back up to a minute. What is CRWTH? I thought you were making stuff up. CRWTH. Is that a real word? I don't have that. I'm writing that down now. CRWTH. I'll look that up. Crash. Is CRWTH a real word? I feel like you're messing with me. English is such a stupid language. I mean, I barely speak it, but it does not start with an S. It does not start with an S. It's a Welsh word for an instrument. All right, now you gotta tell me how to pronounce it. R-O-A-R-S. Roars. Nice, Joe. All right, back up to 37 seconds. We'll start with start. Picked up an R. Joe, you in stock. Man. There's no R in stock. There's no way it's rodeo again. R-O... No, it can't be rodeo because... Wait. No, it's not. No, it's not. Dude, something needs to be checked in the coding. That's for sure gonna happen tomorrow. What the heck? Let's see if it's rodeo again. C-H-O-R-D. Nice, picked up a lot of letters here. Joe, it ain't stock, man. It's gonna either be rodeo or it's gonna be something else, but it ain't gonna be stock. C-O-U-R-D. There's no H. C. Wait, it doesn't start with a C. It does not start with a C. Porch, 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 porch. Torch. This game was written so these words were selected at random. I can't control how often it selects. Alright, Joe. If I can spell it right. There's your stock. Tasks, T-A-S-K-S. That was a lot. T-A-N-K-S. We'll mix tinks and... Oh, man. I thought it was going to be tinks. T-A something K-S. What's that middle letter? Talks. We are barely surviving here. We've got 25 seconds. Yes, again. Yes, again. Found the R. We got 15 seconds. Not 2 R's. The A does not go in the middle. Abort. Put us back up to 41 seconds. We're hanging in there. All right, we got a word with 2 T's. I don't know if they're together or apart. Let's find out. They are together, and there's an O in the word. Does it start with an O or does it end in an O? Two seconds. 1 second. Ran out of time. I don't know if I'm seeing the words on time. I don't know if TikTok's lagging a little bit. But we had 28 minutes in that round and we went 29 words. That is incredible. Yeah, and I think tonight it's a little bit worse. All right, I have a question. Do we want to do another one of these, or do we want to go to the other timed game? $23,300. All right, appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping in. All right, the other one. All right. Rapid word. Okay, for those of you who haven't played yet, this is just a timed game. The goal is, let me turn these on. So we started doing this one the other day. Oops, turn it back on. The goal is to get the fastest time to get answered. These are going to be our session times. Well, actually, this is for the day. This is what we've got for the day. And these are, you can't see that because I'm pointing to the wrong screen again. Okay, so these are our global, our lifetime scores, and these are our daily scores. Thanks for the follow, Megan. So every time we beat one of these daily scores, I'm gonna drop them off, and we'll add the new time, and then we want to try and beat the lifetime scores as well. So Vibes has currently got the highest one. She gave me the word, and we got it in 0 seconds. So her name goes up on the leaderboard. That was weird. So as soon as I type the first letter, the game starts. We're going to start with create. So Joe and Raven already know how to play. So create. All right, we got an R in the middle. Let's use Raven and see if we can pick that up. So obviously we want to try and get them in there, but we want words fast. Order. There, put the E back in that spot. Fresh, F-R-E-S-H. Let's try an R, dude. Press. Press, nice. Minute 6. Minute 6. I'm wondering how this is going to work with this lag going on here. Start with audio. All right, I'm going to start with audio. Y'all start just throwing words out there. Start typing them. Start putting them in. And then as the colors come in, since there's a delay, as the colors come in, I'll look at what you've submitted, and we'll see if we can't get this in quick. So let's do it that way. So I'm gonna. All right, here we go. Audio, AUDIO. Nothing, LIVEN. All right, we got an E. There's no A. How does TikTok expect us to do a timed game? Excel, EXCEL. EL. There's 2 E's, WHEEL. The E's are not together. Jewel. That was a good guess. Rebel. Or rebel. Rebel. That's a minute 16. We're gonna take these off. We're gonna take the ones off, and we'll just do it per session. So put a minute 16 on the board. Let's do a 1 minute 16. All right, we'll start with Pinky. start with pinky. Get your words ready. Pinky. Found an I. Welcome back, August. Chant. See if we pick up anything. Found the T. Pinky. Chant. Point. Very close. OI. It's an OI word. Moist. Moist. 33 seconds. Under a minute. Way to go. "33 seconds. That was a great run. All right, we'll do mourn and then favor. Mourn and then favor. All right, we know there's an O. All right. O, there's a W, and there's a R. World. WORLD. That was a great WORD. Words? Words. 35 seconds. 35 seconds. Good job, Megan. Good job. Stock for the win. Dude. Alright, we'll start with stock. Stock and then field. Stock and then field. Alright, we got an I and L. Stock got nothing, Joe. You need to leave stock alone. Plain, PLAIN. L goes here. Blair. So it's not going to be the AI word. Align, ALIGN. Alive. Oh man. It's last chance. ALI. Alibi? Very well could be. That's a great guess. Great guess, Megan. Good job. That's a minute 15. So we'll keep track of the top 4. So a minute 15 goes on the board, but we're gonna knock that off pretty quick. Nine from the 808. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Float. Joe, you didn't say stock. Float. Weave. How come none of your words give anything, Joe? That's what I'm saying. All right, we got an E and an I, and that's it. 3 words. All we've got is an E and an I, and there's only one E. There's only one E. Items. That was a great guess. It ends in an S. I don't know what's going on, man. Maybe you need to shake your head or something. Knock some things loose in there. Sides, S-I-D-E-S. All right, S-I. Sizes. It's either sizes or Sykes. Sixes. X didn't even come into the register. Oh, that's horrible. That's lame. Who wrote this game? That's lame. I'm gonna go complain. I'm with you, Megan. I'm with you. Watch, we're gonna do stock this time and it's gonna be zeros. What do you think, Joe? All right, Joe. This is your chance. Stock for the win. Let's go. Ah, oh, so close, Joe. So close. I don't know what you're close to, but it was close. Plain. Nothing. All we got's an I out of 3 words. What are we doing here? What is even going on? Biggie? The only thing I got is fizzy. Jiffy? Jiffy is in there. Fermi? There's no way that's a word. Oh, you got... No, there's no D. Fermi is not a word, man. You must have shook your head too much. There's no D. Let's try Jiffy. Jiffy for the win, 1:40. Nothing gets kicked off the board. Nothing gets kicked off yet. So, I don't know if y'all were in there earlier when I was talking, but before I jumped on live, I'm actually making that change here that we had talked about earlier. Putting the today's time and then the lifetime time. So, that'll hopefully be in there tomorrow. Use it in a sentence. Use it in a sentence. You must be a tradesman. Mazes and plain. Mazes and plain. I think Megan's right. Got starts with an M. It is definitely firmly, Joe. Firmly, mouse. It ends in an S, Joe. M-O something something S. And it's not moose. Moths, M-O-T-H-S. How's it going, Bekoy? Did I say that right? Mox? Bekoy? It is not Mox. Could be Moods. Think it's a double O. There's no U. Can't be Modus. There's no L. It won't be Molds. Moors. It very well could be Moors. Moors. We got 2 for Moods. 3 for Moods. All right, let's see if we keep our streak. We keep our streak. We keep our streak. A streak of 2. I thought we had more than that. Stock. You're gonna keep playing that till that's it, huh? Stock for the win. I think you gotta give it up, buddy. I think you gotta give it up. No S's, no I's, O's, P's, or K's or C's. That leaves everything else. Picked up a couple. Does not start with an L. Equal. Bulge. Delta D. The E won't go in the second block. Blade. Not bad. Glaze. Flame. It's all right. We only lost a streak of 2. We can make that up pretty quick. Don't get started on the you were thinking, Joe. If you were thinking flame, you should have said flame at the beginning, not stock. I'm gonna do stock and everybody's gonna yell at me for doing stock. Why are you doing stock? He never gives us anything. House. All right. We know where the stuff is not. Let's find out where something is. That's the name of the game. The goal, I don't know, you guys have just started playing this game, but the goal of this game is to get the cyan colors. That's what we want. The cyan colors. Closer. That's a 6-letter word, vibes. We can play a 6-letter game if you want. I'm not gonna be of any help. I know like 3 6-letter words. You're close, Joe. You're close. Opens. Joe with the assist. Megan for the win. That's why Megan's number 1. Actually, until Megan gets zeros, I'm gonna have to say vibes number one. I am really impressed with that. I'm still shocked. No, we're not doing stock, man. We're not. Watch it be stock this time, and I say we're not doing stock. All right, I'll do stock. Because then I'm gonna feel bad. Vibes with the 40. Got the O and the R. I would have felt bad. I would have felt bad if I had taken that away from you. I would have felt bad. You got an O and an R. Oh, you know what's crazy? I haven't been paying attention to the time, so I don't know if we've knocked off these minute 15, minute 16s. I'm just having fun. Where's the D go? That's what she said. Sorry. It's a family-friendly game. A little confused about what? I don't think the D goes there. Well, it seems like everybody else is leaving it up to you to figure out. I'm thinking it's Horde. I'm going Horde. Horde. I'm a genius. Smart guy. $2.12 on that one. That was easy mode. Megan, we haven't even tried the intermediate or hard mode. Vibes with Frisk. Got the R and the S. Sean. I don't know what you guys are doing up at so late in the evening. Morning, rather. I hope y'all are in like California or something. Yeah, you're on the East Coast. It's kind of late. I hope I'm not keeping you awake. If you want to go to sleep, I don't want to be the one keeping you up. I know that I'm so entertaining. It's either that or the game is so good. I'm hoping it's the game is so good. You woke up from a nap, Sean. You can't take a nap at 12 o'clock at night. That's not how that works. Sorry, Megan, I missed Scorn. So the R has to go here. Syrup. S-Y-R-U-P. Somebody's Canadian. Is that mean to make fun of the Canadians? $126. That does not beat anything on our clock. Waste. I hope this word is not a waste. Audio for the win. I don't think it's going to be audio. All you got was a U, buddy. I was hoping for you. Vibes beat you with her word. She took out your A. Plump. Chunk. All we got is the L and the U. Bluff for the win. That gets on our board. 50 seconds. Cobra. Vibe, is this your second double O? It's gonna be your second one. Cobra, then Pilot. Let's hope there's an O in there. Ah, sorry. It's Joe's fault. So I got a T, an R, and an A. TRA. CE. TRA. TRA. Why are you thinking trash? Your thinking is not trash, Joe. You just need to reorganize your thinking. It's not trash, it's just disorganized. Trays. Trays with the win. Look at Joe. All right, my timer has gone off, but I have a slight tidbit of OCD, so I can't end on 124. So we're gonna go all the way to 1:30 my time. We got about 6 minutes left to play, and then I have to go to bed because I need my beauty rest. I mean, you see this ugly mug here? It needs its beauty sleep. Gravy, then stock. Stock, come on. Gravy. There's a V in the word. Killing me with that stock. All right, you got your O and you got your V. Pivot, pivot, pivot. I just knew that was going to be it, Joe. I just knew it. I can't believe we had rodeo 3 times that last game. That's just crazy. Venom. Is Venom an anti-hero or is he a bad guy? I don't remember. Vibes. If this is the word, that is amazing. Vibes with vibes for the win. So close, yet so far. It's an LE word. Yeah, that didn't work. Noble. That's very Joe. That's very Joe. 43 seconds. Knocked another one off the clock. That's what Joe does. See, when Joe gets locked in, he starts taking down high scores. Just knocking things off the block. Stock for Joe. This is your moment, Joe. This is it. This is your moment. I hope your next moment is better. Welcome back, About Time. Place. Got the LAE. So you can put that E somewhere. Nope. Alright, so we got a LAE and a R. LAE and a R. Relay? Close. L's got to go there. I don't think that's not how you spell rebel. Regal. That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna pull a Joe. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, Joe. See, it's the same page, Joe. Great minds think alike. I already know what you're gonna do. Chive. Vibes beat you to it. Got the V and the E. Got a V, E, N, and a R. Something like never. See, Megan and I are there. Megan and I are there. 27 seconds. Megan, you got the high score. All right, last game. Last game, then I need my beauty rest. Beat you to it. Haven for the win. Not using stock. Haven for the win. Nothing, Joe. Man, we're gonna have to try hard tomorrow. Haven for the win, or watch it be stock. Megan's gonna win this off of Joe's word. That would have been hilarious. Click. All right, we got an S, T, and an I, and they don't go in any of these places. An S, a T, and an I, and they don't go in any of these places. First. Let's try Misty first. Misty for the win, Joe. 125. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hobos and tramps, cross-eyed mosquitoes, and bow-legged ants. Thanks for joining me this evening. I've had a lot of fun. I will be on tomorrow, probably around 1:30, 2 o'clock. I gotta get the, I have a fix that I want to do for this fast time, or for the best time. And then tomorrow I'm going to be submitting the app to Play Store for them to approve it. And then the iOS shortly after that. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Pipes. I really am. Y'all have a great night. Get some sleep. And we'll see y'all